So, more talk has surfaced about the potential UFC card at the White House, the home of the leader of the free world, the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And Dana White, his dream scenario at least, is having John Jones fight Tom and Conor McGregor fight probably Michael Chandler at the White House. First and foremost, obviously, not going to happen. John Jones fighting is like 1,000 times more plausible than Conor McGregor fighting because, like I've said in previous videos, Conor McGregor just can't. He simply can't get clean enough. At least clean enough as soon enough. Maybe Conor could get clean before the end of Donald Trump's final term as president, but who knows? It's up to Charles. It's up to Conor. It's up to Conor to get clean enough to rejoin the USADA testing pool and fight in the UFC. But I don't know if Conor can do it soon enough. I'm sure John Jones can. John Jones is currently in the USADA testing pool, and despite his retirement, so who knows what John Jones could be doing next. He's likely going to fight Tom if he does end up fighting again. But again, I highly doubt John Jones, despite him being in the USADA testing pool, I highly doubt he's actually going to fight ever again. I think he's done. I think right now he's just going to continue to tease people, which is his right. He wants to get back at the haters, so he wants to have the haters continue to salivate at a potential fight between him and Tom. But I really highly doubt that fight actually happens. And again, Conor just simply is not going to get clean enough in time. So Dana White mentioning John Jones and Conor in the same sentence with the White House, pretty ridiculous. I think it'll be even more ridiculous if Dana White continues to state that this fight might be happening like he did with Conor and Michael Chandler and like he did with John Jones and Tom, But if he actually was to pull this off and get John Jones and Conor McGregor on the same card at the White House, I would definitely probably have to take back every negative thing I said about Dana White. I really would. I just think it's impossible for him to do it. I think John Jones is pretty much a drama queen, in terms of booking this fight between him and Tom. And for the last time, I'll say it probably for this video, Conor just can't get clean enough. So Dana just doesn't really have a lot to work with here. And I think because of that, he should really honestly tell the public, the MMA public, the truth, which is that it's really highly unlikely John Jones or Conor get booked for this White House fight or this White House card. I think the next big thing or the most plausible booking for the UFC that the UFC can make for this White House card for the main event at least would be Islam versus Ilya. Everybody's looking for this fight. Everybody wants this fight, despite Islam, trying to pretty much run, but not really run from this fight. Everybody wants to see Islam fight Ilya. Why not do it at the White House, despite Islam and Ilya not being American? But still, it's the fight that obviously most American UFC fans would love to see, myself included. So why not book it for the White House card? Despite that fight, or besides that fight, I don't really know what else to put on that would be that exciting to see it, at the White House. But I guess like the next best thing besides Islam Ilya is some fight involving Alex Pereira. We haven't seen Alex Pereira in some time. Why not throw him in? He took a break after the Magomed Ankalaev fight, and I get it. Magomed pretty much like nullified everything that Poatan was really good at in that fight. It was still a close fight, but Magomed pretty much styled on Poatan, and I guess that really forced Poatan to take a step back and just review things and get better, which is good for Poatan. I think Poatan's going to come back maybe twice as better as he once was when he fought Magomed. So who knows what Alex Pereira and the UFC has in store for the future. But I think the next best thing besides John Jones and Conor McGregor would be Ilya versus Islam and Poatan versus, I don't know, Magomed or some other light heavyweight. That's really the best I can think about, at least for a White House card. You want to book a fight that's going to do numbers, and I think a Poatan fight will definitely do numbers, and a fight that is pretty much the biggest 50-50 fight we've seen in a long time, Ilya versus Islam. But yeah, this White House card is cool. I am excited for it. I just think that it's just not the right time to effectively book a large number of must-see fights or matchups for the card. I think the biggest thing they could do, like I said, is Ilya Islam and involve Alex Pereira in some way. Maybe give him an immediate title shot again. Who knows? But you want to do numbers, and Dana White obviously wants to do numbers. It's just that reality has its own part to play in this whole amalgamation as well. And it's definitely, at least this card, is definitely not going to involve Conor McGregor or Jon Jones. But who knows? Miracles have happened before. I just believe there is a really, 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 really small percent chance that we see Jon Jones and Conor McGregor on this White House card. Conor's time is ticking, or Conor's clock is ticking. He is getting up there in age, and he is not really getting any cleaner, and certainly probably won't get any clean anytime soon. Jon Jones, like I said, is in the testing pool, but I think he's just in there to play hot potato and tease all of his haters for months on end, Tom Aspinall included. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. Most importantly, turn the notifications on. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. My name is Mr. Fight Companion from Glove Knowledge. I'll see y'all soon.